Alright, here Chance and I are on a local back road. We sometimes drive pretty aggressively / take pictures of the Honda. In this case, taking a video of my car, which we haven't really introduced to the channel, and Chance's car, which has been on the channel more but really hasn't been introduced as well. Chance has a 2014 ILX. Obviously wheels and tires. I'll let him talk about that more. And then and his car's a manual as well, if you didn't know. 6-speed. I have a 2005 G35 rear-wheel drive. It's in a pretty rare color, especially for the automatic, which is Athens Blue, and what's even more rare about my car, the package it comes in, it has the limited slip differential, or the vicious limited slip differential is what they call for this car, and that's extremely rare on an automatic in this color, especially because a lot of people don't know, but when they created this car originally, the manual and the automatic, the sports package was supposed to get the limited slip differential, but they messed it up somehow. They advertised it incorrectly, and they put the limited slip differentials on the wheel and tire package, which my car has, the 18-inch wheels right here. They look a lot better than the ones that come on the other ones. But yeah, overall it's a pretty rare car. The package it comes in, and you don't see a ton of manual Acuras running around, that's for sure.
Well, here's my 2014 Acura. When I first got it, first mod I did was get a Dragon Ball Z shift knob, but it's a little light, so I switched it out for a Mishimoto one, and that one feels perfect. After that, I got some coilovers on it. It's forward function type 2s with the 32-way adjustable dampers, so I can have it set for track use or street use. Of course, I'm not going to track this car because it's my daily, but it has a camber plate on top, so you can mess with the camber and max it out, but I left that stock. After that, I got these XO luxury rims. The exact model is the XO Tokyo, and they're 20 by 8.5s with a 35 offset, and it's square stance all around with some Toya Extensa HPs, and those are 225 with a 35 wall and 20 inches. So there's that. I debadged the ILX on the back, and then I added those window visors because I like the look. And they're functional,
especially in Washington State.
Yeah. No, Mexico.
Yeah, not.
And I like the stance on my car, how it sits. It's kind of on a hill, so the stance looks a little off, but it's perfect how it is right now. And if I want to drive any more spirited, I might get some smaller wheels so I don't rub as much, because there's a little bit of rub. Other than that, though, it's a perfect car. I love it. Look at the interior. This plain leather, the ILX with the manual, you weren't able to get a tech package. There was only the standard, I guess, so I don't have navigation, which I don't really care about.
Alright, it's the 2005 G35 like I was talking about in the last clip. It's the Athens Blue. It's an automatic. Originally when I got this, I was driving pretty heavy city traffic. I didn't even know how to drive a manual at the time. The second car I was going to look at was a manual. This one was such a good deal and it was so clean. And I like the color so much in person that I went with it. I don't regret it at all. It was a really good price. I got it with 80,000 miles on it. I'm at almost at 117,000 now, and it runs great. Never let me down at all. Mods, it's got the Motordyne 5/16 plenum spacer. That's big with these because the non-rev up engines, this is 2005, that makes one of the biggest differences mid-range power
So
it's like a spacer that goes in between a throttle body, right?
Yeah, throttle body and plenum, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
And then, so that's supposed to add like 10 wheel horsepower, 10 to 14, I think it was reported. And then I have the Jim Wolf Technology pop charger intake, which I'll pop the hood here in a sec. It has the Uprev Orsiris tune that everyone does on the Z's and G's. Came with, when I bought the car, the only modification that came with it was the Apexxi N1 coilovers. I didn't even know those were on there. Neither did the dealership I bought them from. I was pretty happy with those because those are very nice coilovers.
Looks like you got some drilled and slotted rotors too.
Yep, the drilled and slotted rotors, I got those about a year ago. It's got ceramic brake pads on there, and ever since I got those, the car stopped really nice, and I've never had issues with braking at all.
Stops on a dime.
Yeah, it does stop on a dime, especially for a big ass heavy car. I just have some, they're kind of budget tires, they're not real expensive or anything. Like these 255s in the back were 130 bucks each. They're the Nexans. They were rated really well. I did a lot of research on them, get as most money out of I could. Then I have 235s on the front, same tire. Those are about 100 bucks a piece.
Yeah, you've had them on for a few seasons.
Yeah, it's about, I don't know, about a year and 3 months. No, probably a year and a half I've had these. For exhaust, I have the Top Speed Pro 1. It's basically just a replica exhaust. I think of the Gemini. I can't really remember. It's been quite a while since I've even looked into exhaust for these cars at all.
And it passes the fisting test.
But yeah, it was a $400 exhaust, and when I
400?
Yeah, it was $400 about with tax.
Sounds good.
30 bucks, yeah. And when I got it tuned, I got it put on at the same time because, like I assumed, it would have fitment issues being a replica exhaust. It had to get welded.
Yeah, we didn't have a welder at that time.
Yeah, no welding experience or anything. So I got that put on, and they were saying it was one of the best exhausts they've heard in person in a long time. I thought they were bullshitting, but every day I love this car. It's not the fastest car in the world or anything,
no,
especially being the automatic DE. But it put down 240 wheel horsepower, and the power band, it pulls like crazy.
Sounds nice.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun as hell doing highway pulls, pulling on the freeway and stuff, even with the power. So
yeah, and this has the VQ35.
Yep, VQ35DE.
I forgot
really well.
Forgot to mention my car's got the K24.
K24. Yep.
And I also
Window 10, of course.
Yeah, window 10.
50%.
What is? I can't see fucking shit through this thing.
No, you can see how I'm pretty good.
Yeah, it's good.
You just can't see in them at all. Then of course I got the Escort in there. Not the prostitute, the Escort 95. IX or LX, I don't know, it says it on there. When I got that radar detector, it was about $400 or so. Now you can get them off Amazon, so if anyone's out there looking for a radar detector, that's the best budget radar detector you can get for about 150 bucks or so, 170 bucks off Amazon. Works great.
Escort something.
Escort 9500
9500. IX. Oh yeah, and I forgot to mention, but my car also has a DC Sport Catback single canister.
Oh yeah, you just put that on recently, right?
Yeah, I just put that on about a month ago or so. Yep. Real simple. You just take off your old one, and they give you all the hardware to mount it back up. So sounds nice, real good. It gives it a kind of a raspy at the lower end.
Yeah, it sounds good. It doesn't sound ricey at all.
Yeah, definitely not ricey.
And with chances being probably a replica or a cheaper exhaust at least.
Yeah, it was only like 500.
It fit on. You didn't have to weld it or anything.
It took me a solid hour out most. Yeah, and I just like I don't know, I like the taillights, how they look on the ILX compared to like a TL or TSX or something. The back end just looks a little meaner to me, I guess. Some people don't like how it looks because it's a little shorter in the back compared to other cars.
Especially with the lower.
Yeah, I like the color. I like the lines on the body. Looks nice. There's a little bit of camber. You can't really see it that much, but just a tiny bit of natural camber in the back when I lowered it.
Oh, with my car, I forgot to mention, if it wasn't obvious, it's the rear-wheel drive. I wanted the rear-wheel drive. I didn't want the all-wheel drive, especially in this car.
Yeah.
It's fun as hell. I like to pitch around corners sometimes.
Yeah.
It's got a decent amount of natural camber in the back, especially from a distance. You can see it pretty well.
Because it's lower than stock, so it's got that.
Yeah, it's lowered about 2.5 inches, 3 inches or so in stock. Our dad has the all-wheel drive version.
Yeah, Dad has all-wheel drive G37. His is a 2012. He's got leather interior just like mine. His car's a couple 100 pounds heavier, and he's got the sedan. It's a cool car. It's
got Navi and stuff, so it's pretty cool.
It's like the, I guess, just older brother of this car, or younger sibling, however you look at it. Upgraded slightly faster, but now that I got this tune and stuff and upgraded parts, we still need a race, so we'll see what happens there. Nice.
Well, here's our engine bays. There's mine. There's Beau's.
Very dirty.
Yeah.
There's the pop charger. And then the plenum spacers underneath the
Plastic.
yeah, the engine cover. You can't see it. It's underneath the plenum.
Yeah, you can see you can adjust your dampening for your coils. And then here's close up of mine. Got the K24. Of course, it's transverse because it's front wheel drive. Next mod is cold air intake. Probably get a new manifold, and of course that'll come with the throttle body. But yeah, not bad, not bad.